My name is Gordon Feller, and I'm wearing two hats today. One is I'm a consultant to technology companies, primarily at the moment Cisco, where I've served at the headquarters for the years of IoT and smart cities project development around the world. And the other hat is as the founder and a member of the board of directors of a nonprofit organization based here in the Bay Area, Meeting of the Minds. So the question is, what is the method by which we can bridge the gap between smart business models and government-originated and enforced policy. There is a big gap between those two, and those two worlds don't talk well with each other. So the question really was posed originally when the institute that formed Meeting of the Minds 10 years ago was founded in the early 1990s inside the World Bank. And then that was spun out of the World Bank in 2000 as a separate nonprofit organization with the mission to try and provide a platform for common collaboration between public sector, private sector, and the third sector, academia, NGO. In other words, the independent sector is that third sector. And we've made a special effort to try to bring that to the Bay Area. So the first convening of Meeting of the Minds as an annual conference in the fall was with the University of California, Berkeley, and Governor Brown, and the support of numerous foundations and corporates, but with Toyota as a prime driver. Toyota was interested in helping to drive this because they saw the future of cities in their 50-year business model as being critical to the success of what they were going to roll out, which is what we know today as the Prius, and now they're rolling out commercially the hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. And they were interested in helping to enable a bridge between better technology driven by better business models and better public policy. So the reason that we're interested in this and providing these kinds of platforms for a network of about 20,000 experts focused on technology for sustainable cities. The reason that we want to do all of this on a year-round basis, plus that annual summit here in the East Bay, is to really try and focus the spotlight on best practices, to focus the spotlight on barrier-busting innovation, particularly urban innovation, and to really put at the center the new business models that can make public-private partnerships that are citywide possible. Not because public-private partnerships are good in and of themselves, but they can power us toward or accelerate us toward the goal line of truly sustainable cities. So common framework of ideas, absolutely crucial to this effort. If we're going to get better public policy and bridge the gap with smarter business models, the assumption is we have to have core ideas that are sound, and that those technologies will enable us to realize the goals that are embedded in those ideas, that we have to have much stronger citizen engagement, and that we be able really to include multiple actors. Because the private sector incentives and their stakeholders, shareholders, are very different from the public sector incentives and their stakeholders. And to get those worlds to converge and collaborate together isn't going to happen simply because the technology that enables greener and smarter buildings, or greener and smarter transport, or greener and smarter energy, or greener and smarter water, those technologies, even if they're the most dazzling things in the world, won't make the collaboration possible that enables public-private partnerships. There has to be a facilitator that pushes us in that direction, and that's the role that Meeting of the Minds is playing. Thank you.